These are the phrases that women always use when they are trying to manipulate or control you men. The first one is, if you really love me, you would have done this or you would do this. If a woman ever tells you this, just know that she's trying to manipulate you. She's trying to manipulate you into proving her love for her. And any woman who is trying to always make you to prove her love for her doesn't really love you. She's simply using you. And she knows that for her to get you to do whatever she wants, she must always put you in that position where you will constantly prove your love to her. The next one is, my ex used to. Anytime a woman compares you to her ex by always telling you, oh, my ex used to buy for me this, my ex used to do that for me, just know that she's trying to manipulate you into doing what her ex used to do. Or she might even be lying that her ex used to do this just to get you to do that same thing that she wants you to do. So never tolerate this from any woman. Comparison. That is the worst thing a woman can do to a man. Comparing him to her ex-boyfriend. As a man, don't tolerate this. The next one is, you are always being difficult. Anytime a woman tells you this, just know that she's trying to manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do. She's trying to make you to do her bidding. Probably she told you to buy for her something or to do something for her and you refuse. She'll not start telling you things like, you are always being difficult, or she did something and you voiced your concerns. You made your emotions known to her. You should not, and you are telling her things like, you should not do this again, else I'll do something to you. She'll start telling you things like, oh, you're always being difficult. It's better you are difficult and you have rules and regulations in that relationship as a man than that you allow everything to happen. That woman will take it for granted. And obviously, at some point, she will lose the respect she has for you. The next one is when she tells you something like, I am fine. Don't worry about me. When a woman tells you this, she's simply trying to make you to chase her and help her fix her problems. You know, women love to play mind games. If you could see a woman being angry, being having a moody face, and you ask her what's wrong, she'll tell you I'm fine, nothing is wrong. But she'll still be moody. What she actually wants you to do is for you to keep chasing her and asking her what's wrong. And by doing so, she has control over you. So this is how women manipulate you guys, but you guys don't know. The next one is when she tells something like, I promise I will change. A woman who is constantly promising you that she'll change will never change. She's simply using that phrase to buy enough time. Probably she sees you as a temporary boyfriend. So she's just using that phrase to buy time till she sees a better man. And simply because she doesn't have any plans to change, she'll still keep telling you every time, I promise I will change. The next one is when she tells you something like, you will never find another girl like me. When a woman tells you this, she's simply trying to make you to fear losing her. She's trying to put you in a scarcity mentality, in a scarcity mindset, so that you will be afraid of losing her. And when you become afraid of losing a woman, you start doing things to make her happy. You basically bend to her demands, bend to her will, and she will have power and control over you. Because whenever people see that you fear losing them, they of course begin to make unnecessary demands, which place you at their mercy. The next one is when she tells you, you take things too serious. It was just a joke. A girl insulted you. And when you got angry and confronted her, she started telling things like, oh, you take things serious. It was just a joke. No. If a woman insults you, take it serious. Because an insult is an insult. Her now trying to tell you, oh, you take things too serious, is her trying to make you downplay the reason why you are even confronting her in the first place. Don't take that. Anybody who insults you, who disrespects you, call them out to their face. When they tell you, oh, it was just a joke, they are trying to manipulate you. And if you don't take it serious, tomorrow they'll still do that something again. The next one is when a woman tells you you are overreacting. Let's say that you saw her with a guy, or you saw a guy in her DM, and you are now, telling her, babe, what is this? Is there anything between you and this guy? Why is this guy always around you? Why are you always texting this guy? Why are you always making calls in the night? You'll not be like, oh, you're overreacting. Why are you taking this thing as if I'm already cheating on you? When a woman tells you something like you are overreacting, just know that she's trying to gaslight you. She's trying to manipulate you into believing that what you think you are saying is actually false, even when that thing is happening before you. You saw her with a guy. You confronted her afterwards, not in front of the guy. She'll tell you you're overreacting. We are just friends. That is a big lie. She's trying to manipulate you. The next one is when a woman tells you something like, I'll do it by myself. A girl asked you for something and you told her, oh, babe, I don't have this thing at the moment. Probably she asked you for money for something, for hair, for something, just money or something, or a favor. And you told her you cannot give it to her at the moment. She now tells, oh, don't worry, I'll do it by myself. She's trying to make you feel guilty. Yes. And her aim is, once she makes you to feel guilty, you will do that thing that she told you that she wants from you. So don't buy into that bullshit. If you don't want to do anything for any girl, tell her, see, I cannot do it. And when she tells you, just don't worry, I'll do it by myself. Tell her, okay, that's okay. Since you can do it by yourself, it's okay. When I have, I'll do it for you. Don't put yourself on pressure to do anything for any woman. Always do the one you can do, and the one you cannot do, let it go. The next one is when she tells you, oh, you don't care about me anymore. When a woman tells you you don't care about me anymore, she is simply trying to make you to prove that you still care about her. She asked you for something. You know, women always try to get things out of men. Once a woman knows that you are dating her, she will try to extort you in various ways. And when you don't budge, when you don't give in to those extortions, she'll start manipulating with things like, you don't care about me anymore. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. You don't care about me anymore. All these things are manipulations. Don't buy into this. Don't allow these women to manipulate you. The next one, which is the last, is I will break up with you. When a woman begins to threaten to break up with you, just know that she already wants to leave you. She's already going to leave you, and she doesn't love you. Because a woman who doesn't love you will always tell you I'll break up with you. But you see that woman that loves you so much, the last thing on her mind, the last thing that will ever come out from her mouth is I'll break up with you. And now when a woman begins to threaten you that she will break up with you if you don't give her something or if you don't do something, she's trying to make you beg her to stay. And once you begin to beg a woman to stay or begin to do things just to make a woman to stay with you, you are going to suffer in that relationship because that woman now knows that she has power over you. That the day she decides to leave you, you are going to be frustrated, you are going to cry, you are going to feel pains. And she now knows that that is power over you. And she'll use it to her best advantage. So don't buy into any of these phrases that women use when they try to manipulate you. The moment a woman tells you I'll break up with you, no problem. She'll be shocked. But when you begin to beg her, that's the problem. So that's basically it.